Hello. So it's been a long time that I posted something on my YouTube channel, and I was feeling great today, and I wanted to talk about things that are happening in life lately. Um, I guess it's been more than 5 months that I posted on my YouTube channel, and what has been happening from the last 4 5 months is the thing that I wanted to talk about. So, as some of you might know, that I joined my acting classes, a 4 month acting class in Bangalore. So it started, and December went by, Jan, Feb, March, and now I'm in April. In just 10 days, I'll be performing my first ever stage drama that is gonna take place in Malleshwaram Seva Sadan. And now, since it's April, it's been exactly 1 year that I quit college. I started taking online degree. I dropped out of regular college. So far, I've attended few auditions. I got selected. I've been I've been offered a job of video jockey in a television channel. I mean, things have come so far. I've grown, and sometimes it feels like, did all of it really happen? Because there was this phase in life where college was tough, confusing, because I was not able to look where that is taking me to, and that's why I made the decision of leaving regular college, and instead of wasting my time there, I could invest that time in something that I actually wanted to do, and that's when I started acting. And more than anything, the thing that gave me that confidence is that I actually performed in College Fest. There was this mono acting competition that that I had to take part in, because the club was really not so active. Very few members were active, and I was one of them. And our student coordinator was like, अगर तू भी नहीं जाएगा तो हमारे कॉलेज से ज़्यादा कुछ होगा नहीं. So just go and give it a try. That's how it started. I went to college, like a different college. I performed. I didn't win that time, the first time, but I performed the first time, and I realized so many things that day, that I'm more than what I think, that I'm more than what I think I'm capable of. There's so much in me that I need to explore, and if I stayed in college, all of that potential would be wasted. And I participated in few more competitions, and I could feel that spark inside me, that fire inside me, that yes, this is exactly how I should live my life. And that's how I made the decision. And that, like, leaving the college was not that of a great deal, because I believed in my dream so much that I could make my parents also believe in that dream. So they also got that vision that, yeah, this guy, he really wants to do it, and he's ready to do anything to become what he wants. So that's how it started. And as a matter of fact, I started this is out of topic, but I wanted to mention this. Like, I started posting videos on Instagram or YouTube, kuch bhi. The first intention was to improve my fluency in English, because I believe that the way I used to speak, or the way I used to articulate things, or how I used to express things was very bad, and I wanted to improve that. So before that also, I had seen like, I watched like so many web series and like podcasts and so many videos of how to improve, but it never really improved. But once I actually started practicing talking in front of camera, in front of people, in front of the mirror, that's when, like, things started changing. And now I believe that I've come a little far from where I started. I felt a little proud about that while talking. So yeah, that was the English talking part. And yeah, coming back to the acting and everything, so that's how I made the decision. And after that, I worked at a place for 3 months. I made some money. I got myself few materials that I felt I needed, and yeah, I'm using one of them, my phone. And yeah, this is actually a short recall of what happened. This is not for you guys, this is for me and those who are interested to know what's happening in my life lately. They can watch. It's not for views, it's not for audience, it's not for like to get attention or viral, kuch nahi. It's just for me. And how proud I was at 6th of April 2026. This is to document that emotion and that part of my life. And coming back to the acting thing, that's where everything started. And before entering the classes, I had this different idea of how acting really works. I thought it's more of how you decide, and like I shouldn't be getting in details about what I actually learned there, but what I actually realized there was that any craft you take, it is not actually the way you look it from far distance. When you actually go and get into doing that craft, only then you realize the actual things that are involved in that craft. And in that way I learned so many things about that craft, acting, that now the urge to first become an actor is not as strong as the urge to learn the craft first. Like I really want to get into that craft key. How are things actually working? How does an actor thinks, or how is it actually, like how the brain is actually working? Because acting is not at all making weird faces or saying the dialogues out loud. No, it's actually much more deeper. Anta ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು. I'm also using Kannada because yeah, I just want to. So, and the craft itself, it's so interesting that I actually want to explore it so much. I want to read about that. I want to know the history of how it started, who invented things, who discovered things, and what are the methods. And I came to a conclusion actually, like after 4 months of acting courses and like reading of Konstantin Stanislavski's book, The Actor Prepares, I came to a conclusion that acting is basically breathing. How you breathe. Because how you breathe stimulates emotions and hormones, and that's how things could be expressed from eyes. So acting is basically ground level, it's breathing. Anta I realized. And now after this 4 months, I realized that I've not learnt anything in acting, but I've learned what to learn in acting. So that's the main part. I like we had voice and diction classes, so to an extent my voice has improved a little. Yeah, even before it was good, but now it's slightly better. I've not practiced voice exercises that much, but yeah, it really helped me. And even the diction part, and diction was not in English, so yeah, like it's in Kannada. And yeah, one of the new achievements is that before I joined classes I couldn't read or write Kannada, but now I'm able to read Kannada, and to an extent I can manage to write. But yeah, there was this time where I couldn't even read my drama script or the audition dialogues that they used to give me. But now it's like I need slightly more time than other people to read. I can read, but if someone's reading that in 1 minute, I need 1.5 minutes, like 30 seconds extra. ऐसे frequency में मैं चल रहा हूँ. But yeah, I've come so far. Like all my life I wanted to learn like Kannada. Not wanted to, I had this thing ki kalyana like ಓದೋದು ಬರೆಯೋದು, because in my school I never had Kannada as a subject, because it's a central school, so they only had English and Hindi as languages, and Sanskrit later. So yeah, like when I used to go to my native places, my father used to scold me like board odu, boardalli ಏನು ಬರ್ದಿದೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂತ, and then I could never do that. So I tried many times to learn and like to read and write Kannada, but I could never really like continue to learn. But for acting I had no other option, because I wanted to, and I realized that it was so easy if you just decide it here. And I learned how to read in Kannada now. I'm really proud of that. And Lately, I don't know. Yeah, I should really mention my voice and diction master, Raju Evidya sir. He's a he's my mentor, I would say now at this point. Major part of my 4 months course was him. We hardly had like two classes in a week. His classes. My perspective about life, about people, about things, about emotions, about dreams, about acting, about everything, everything, everything. He really helped. Not in a direct way, but I used to extract things. I used to extract his knowledge from the like sessions we used to have. And I've been so happy lately, so happy. Many reasons for that. And one of the reasons is that I've started to become like, I've started being so grateful for things that I have in my life. And I'm not afraid to lose anything, because if it was meant for me, it would stay. I know that now, because there was this time where I was afraid that what if मैं एक्टर नहीं बना तो कैसे जीऊँगा, how would I make money, how would I live a decent lifestyle, how would I wear good clothes, nice car, nice bike, ये सब कैसे afford करूँगा. There was a time when I used to think like this, but now I've realized, I've understood life so much that at the end of the day, money matters. Yes, I know, but for me, end of the day, it doesn't matter, because my ultimate goal is to become an actor and to live as a real good human being. So for both of these, you don't need money. Yeah, maybe I'll be running away from some of my responsibilities as a son, as a student, as a society ka mard. I might be running away from the typical responsibilities that a boy has to handle. But apart from that, as an individual, I will be happy. I am so happy, and I'm not afraid to lose now, because I have this strong blind belief that I'm really gonna win. I'm not saying it just for the camera. I'm not saying it just to make myself feel in that way. No, there is that record in my subconscious mind that this is really going to happen, no matter how much time it takes. But things have to align my way, because there's no other option, because I am good. I can get better. I can become the best, because I have that hunger, that potential, and those resources to help me achieve whatever I want. So there is no chance of things not working out my way. I have this strong belief on that thing right now. So that's why the worst case scenarios doesn't scare me that much, because yeah, even if I know that whatever you plan, it wouldn't happen. Ultimately, what has been destined, or what's God's plan, only that would come to life. I understand that. But apart from that, even if it didn't work out, even if I didn't become an actor, or even if I don't make that much of a good money, I am not afraid to live poor, because there is so much inside my mind. There is so much inside people's mind. There are so many stories and so many moments that are left to live, and so many possibilities. Yeah, how could I forget this? Yeah, possibilities. There are so many things. There are so many things that I'm proud of. Yeah, possibilities. Because I've been in places where it was not that necessary for me to be present, and somehow butterfly effect took place, and I got opportunities that I wouldn't have got if I stayed home. Possibilities. I was there, things happened, people saw, people approached, I talked, they talked, things happened. And recently I went to audition for a video jockey post in one of the Kannada music channels. It's a television channel, and so many people came. Like, there were experienced one, there were people who were elder than me. And what I realized was, I am always the youngest in the room. Like, you cannot find any 20-year-old if I'm in that room. Apart from me, I am the youngest, and I go till the end. I give that tough competition and beat people who are more experienced than me. I realized this thing, and that gives me that confidence that, yeah, like, whatever I think is actually meant for me. And that's why I think about that a lot. Like, I went to audition for that, and so many people gave the audition, so many people who were much experienced than me and who had much better Kannada. Yeah, it was in Kannada, and I was not that great in like fluency of Kannada, because what the Kannada that I used to use is a very general kind of thing, like a very basic communication, or the family Kannada or the friends Kannada, not the presentation wala Kannada that you would only learn in schools in your like childhood days. That really helps. And even my vocabulary was not that great in Kannada. They had everything. They had the language, they had the age, they had the experience, they had the looks too. Yeah, everything. They had everything. But out of so many people, I went till the end, and we were like only two guys left. Like, they had to decide whom to hire. Okay. And there was this guy who was working in a TV news channel, Kannada TV news channel, from the past 1.5 years. Him and me, who just started acting few months back, and anchoring is not even my thing. That was my first ever actual audition. My first ever audition as an anchor, green screen, camera, Kannada, hosting a show, taking calls, so many things that I did for the first time in my life, and I went till the end, and they were considering me instead of that guy. Why? Because he obviously had that news channel wala accent and style of talking and everything, and I had this much calmer and casual tone of talking to callers or viewers or whatever they had to say. They offered good money. It was a real good money for a 20-year-old who just started off as an actor. And I got tempted actually कि ये तो बहुत अच्छा पैसा है, इससे तो मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, वो कर सकता हूँ, ये खरीद सकता हूँ, ऐसे जी सकता हूँ, यहाँ जा सकता हूँ. So many things. And but ultimately our vision didn't align, because I mentioned clearly that if ever like I get the opportunity to work in movie or any material, I would quit immediately. Like, I wouldn't work here anymore. I'll just go, because ultimately I've come here to become an actor and not just a video jockey. And yeah, I felt really glad that I communicated it in the first place, because then even they respected the transparency that I tried to maintain, and they communicated how things are working in their channel and how I could be a problem if they hired me. But yeah, I don't regret like rejecting that offer, because ultimately I have to become an actor. So settling for something else just because of money, or just for the sake that what else could I do for a few more months, that's not how things work. If you're settled for something, you have to get there. If you have decided something, I have to get there. And this was a good opportunity, this was a great opportunity. But what if I miss much greater opportunity just because I stayed here? Staying in a place, wrong idea. I'm young, I'm just 20. I can go to places, I can switch jobs, I can experiment with things, I can work with people, I can collaborate with people. There are so many possibilities that could take place in a span of like 1 year or 2 years if they had planned to make any agreement with me. So that would have been so problematic, and the decision I made of not taking the job was really good. I'm really proud of it. And what I want to say at the end is, because like my storage is running out of storage in my phone, so I just have 6 more minutes to talk, and I feel 6 minutes are very less. So at the end, I would like to say that if you have a dream, if you have a goal, yeah, it might seem to be impossible, but if anyhow you really had that confidence or that self belief or that delusional mind that you are gonna be there no matter what, it shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't be from external factors like your parents telling you, हाँ ये तो तू कर लेगा, तू तो डॉक्टर बन जाएगा, और your friends hyping you, नहीं भाई तू तो क्या मस्त डांस करता है, तू तो डांसर बनेगा, सिंगर बनेगा, या फिर many other like Instagram के कुछ checklist, if you check them and if you feel like yeah I can possibly become a nice mental health coach. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to feel it from within. Ki, I don't have to lie to myself. It's actually there. I actually believe this is gonna happen. I see the possibilities. I see my weaknesses. I know like where I lack, how much skill I have to improve, how to hone my skills, everything. I'm so self-aware, and at the same time, I'm so much self-delusional that I know that actually things are gonna happen. Actually, I'll be getting there. If you have that thing inside you, things are going to align according to that. There is no other possibility. There is no other way. There is like, people have to come to you. People have to approach you. People have to get you. Like, things have to work out. Possibilities have to come to you. Opportunities will come. And eventually you will give your best. That's how things are gonna work if you actually believe in those things. And having this blind trust has given me so much confidence, so much positivity actually. Like once you're sorted with what you're gonna do in life, it gives you so much positivity that you start to focus on other things of life too. Like, what are people? How are people? Like, how do they function, and what's their life story, and why people are the way they are, and the empathy, the emotions, the emotional intelligence, all of these things, you start to explore them, and life gets better, life gets easier, life gets happier. Because I was in this bad phase where I was so low, I was so down, I couldn't talk to people, I fought with my friends. And now I see that how far I've come. It all happened because of that belief. It happened because I wanted to unlearn things, because I wanted to be good. And my mentor really helped a lot in this transformation. And even he doesn't know that how important he was in last 4 months. And maybe this video reaches to him. It's gonna happen. There's no other possibility. And you have come here once, you live once, you're gonna die once. You're not gonna die twice, thrice, no, just once. So give it your all, completely. Surrender, die, breathe, live for the things that you see coming. I've manifested things have happened. I am manifesting things will happen. I manifested a version of me, it's happening. Keep your mind in control. The way you think, the thoughts that you put in, the energy that is here. Don't ever take the negative energy. If you feel people are gandu, cut them off, cut those people off. If you're getting negative energy, no matter how nice they are, how good they are, if they are not aligning with your energy, it's just a waste of energy for you. Cut them off. Yeah, cut them off. It's your time in life where you have to be selfish. You have to be you. You're an individual. You are not a community to make everyone feel good. Cut them off. Keep as less things as possible in your head. Don't control your mind, but control your mind in a very positive way. Even if it's getting distracted, let it get distracted in a positive way. If you're going to overthink in a positive way, and put in the work. Just thinking won't do anything. Put in the work. And obviously, if you believe in such things, you will obviously put in work. But just in case laziness kicks in, remind yourself why you even started all of this. So this was the video that I wanted to make. It's 26 minutes long and I loved talking in this video, and I'm hoping to cut some of the clips as a short for my Instagram videos. Hopefully I'll try doing that. And if you're watching till here, thank you so much. I know you love me and I love you because you gave so much importance to hear what's happening in my life actually, and how I'm thinking nowadays or how I'm feeling. Thank you so much for staying. I wish you all the best for life. I want you to win because I know how it is to dream. I know how it is to dream. I want you to dream, and I want you to put in the work, and I want you to believe that it is possible. I feel good. Thank you so much.